All right, so we're talking a little bit about fears, and I think it's safe to say that I have a healthy aversion to spiders. Everybody has their thing, snakes, heights, whatever it is. Mine happens to be spiders. What's interesting about it, or first off, it's not. I don't run around screaming if I see a spider. If Mr. Spider's over there, stays over there, I'm happy to have a spider there. But not okay to go to sleep with a spider on the wall at night. And I can get up and take care of that if I need to. But what's interesting about my aversion to spiders is I think it's reasonable to say that we could trace it back to one cause. And the root of this cause, or the root of this aversion, is probably Uncle Spud. Spud, for those of you who don't know my brother, is I really want to say the root of all evil, but he's not. He's awesome. And this is why I have to tell you all these stories now, because he's an amazing storyteller, and he will be able to share with you all kinds of Appa Spud stories. But anyways, back to the spiders. And what would happen is, when we were kids, Uncle Spud took great pleasure in scaring the living daylights out of me. And so it actually got to a point where he would scare me so often, so much, that Grams had to threaten him that if she was worried I was going to have a heart attack at like the age of 10. And so she basically said that if he was going to have to give me his whole month's allowance if he scared me again, which would have been awesome. But anyways, so one of the ways that he used to like to scare me is he would go out and he would collect a whole bunch of these guys. These are daddy long legs, not dangerous or anything like that. But what was interesting about that is he would then take those spiders and he would go grab my shoes. And what he would do with my shoes is he would fill them with spiders. He would basically fill them to the brim with the spiders, and then he would take the tongue of the shoe and just push it down just enough so that the spiders couldn't get out. And he would just set them out there so that when I came down to get ready for school in the morning, I would go grab my shoes, I'd reach into the shoe, and I'd go to pull the tongue out so I could put the shoe on, right? And then invariably, all of these spiders would come crawling out onto my hands at like 6 o'clock in the morning when I had half an eye open, and basically scare the living daylights out of me. And so I think it is reasonable to say that that is just one example of why we could trace the root of my aversion with spiders to Uncle Spud. Now, it doesn't stop there. I'll give you one more example of where this might have come from. We were in Luxembourg, and in Luxembourg, they had all of these amazing street vendors, and everybody in Luxembourg is buying. They have gingerbread candies and all this great stuff. And so everybody's running around buying gingerbread candies and all this stuff. Not Uncle Spud. What does Uncle Spud do? Uncle Spud goes and buys this giant furry spider, like I'm talking the size of your hand spider. And attached to the spider is one of those blood pressure pumps. And when you squeeze the pump, the spider would jump. The spider would jump, just a little bit, not far, but enough. And so what happens the next morning, I wake up and on my chest is this giant furry spider. And Uncle Spud is just sitting there. He's just waiting for me to wake up. And sure enough, right as I start to wake up, I look down and he squeezes that blood pressure pump thing, and this spider jumps onto my face at 6 o'clock in the morning. I've got half an eye open. Scares the living daylights out of me. And, and there's more, right? We're petting tarantulas. There's all kinds of opportunities for Spud to scare me with spiders. So all I'm saying is my aversion has some reasonable grounds to be traced back to Uncle Spud. And it was awesome. It was awesome. So that wrapped this up, but hopefully you too can see why I might have a thing with spiders.